What's good, family? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy dhoops, and I'm back with another blessing. And before we get into this, man, make sure you like the video. You know what I'm saying? Turn on the post notification bell. Look. Out of nature, man. Destined for greatness. Doing what I was called to do. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you guys that watch the video, and for the people that watch this in the future. You know what I'm saying? Speaking to existence, just know I love you. I care for you, and you came across this video for a reason. So you were destined for greatness as well. And with today's video, we're gonna talk about what happens to us in the life after death situation. I know a lot of us do not know about the afterlife. We don't know what happens. A lot of us fear death. A lot of us are scared of it. We don't know what's going to happen to us, what happens to our loved ones. And so we question death, but we don't really question it because we know it's inevitable. And truth be told, you are going to die. You know what I'm saying? Not saying in a dickhead way, but you are going to die. I'm going to die. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be dead one day. Now, I'm not trying to speak into existence as of right now, but there will come a time where you have to face that. You know what I'm saying? We all had to. I mean, shoot, Jesus did. You know what I'm saying? And it's not bad. Death is not bad. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, you are more than this. More than this body. This body doesn't matter at the end of the day. You're just here for a temporary experience. You're here for, a temporary time. And you guys gotta understand that this is not your home. It's not your real home. It's your temporary home. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're the landlords, and people are renting our space. You understand too, though, you're renting this space as well. And by saying that, it's because after death, you understand that a lot of us, we fear it, not knowing that you really get to go to where you're destined to be all along. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us can't fathom what happens after we go. We sit here and think on the earth presence. We think of the now understanding that what you do in this life determines where you go in the afterlife. Like, there is an afterlife. Of course, a lot of us don't know that because we don't try to look for that knowledge. We don't try to go within. We have all the answers. And so by me knowing all this stuff is because I talk to God. I talk to my ancestors. I pray. So you know everything, but all you had to do is sit there and learn. You had to learn. You had to want to know. You had to want to learn. You just can't expect shit to just fall into your lap, because it's not how life goes. You don't just know shit by just sitting your ass down and not actually looking into things. You should always take things with a grain of salt, but do your own research, because can't nobody else go where you want to go but you. And if you're able to lead people, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to do the knowledge yourself into helping other people becoming the best that they can be, right? And so with death, I understand that when we die, right, let's say if it's a loved one, a lot of us cry, a lot of us think like we're not able to hear them and all that, right? You gotta understand there's a middle point. If you guys seen Insidious, you guys seen The Conjuring, they show a great depiction of this. A lot of souls, a lot of people, when they die, right, it's an instant. They be like, oh shit, like I just died, but not knowing it happens so fast. Your life will flash right before your eyes, right? It's like a movie. As soon as you die, you're able to see everything you done went through, everything you've been through, all of that. Next thing you know, you're gone. But it won't hit you until you understand that you're talking to people and they can't hear you. And that's the worst thing. We hate being ignored. We hate feeling like we're not there. Understand that you reached a higher frequency than this matrix. A lot of us are not able to see things with our eyes because that's just how life is. This is how the matrix is. When you go into this state now, once you have died, you gotta understand that you have to accept and come to terms that you are dead. You are dead. Now, a lot of us are able to come back. Yes, a lot of us are able to come back. But you gotta understand too, though, that when you die, it's going to be hard for a lot of you to grasp this concept because you don't know death. You haven't even researched death or understood what death is. And not knowing is the most beautiful thing, because God is a forgiving God. And if you just died and you didn't know what was going on, you're able to reincarnate. And reincarnation means that you are able to have the same soul, different body. You get to start over, you get to understand who God really is in this lifetime. You get to be smarter, you get to have different gifts, but just know you are the same soul, just different body. And a lot of times, like, these people who can't accept death, right? Like, they know they've died, they can't accept it, they're scared, they stay in purgatory. Purgatory would be like, it would be that space between life and death. So, you understand there's a middle point. And Sidious explained this very well, especially when one of the older ladies, she was able to go within the realms of where the other spirits were. All these spirits that are bad, quote unquote, they're just bad because they're mad and upset and they're scared. Because they don't want to reincarnate. They don't want to come back to this world. Because all the shit they endured in their life, of course, they're just like, man, I don't want to go through that shit again. I'd rather stay here. A lot of times, too, a lot of people don't want to be judged. A lot of people are scared of judgment. And to avoid all this, they stay in purgatory, and they understand that, oh, nobody can see me, nobody can hear me, nobody can acknowledge me. So I'm pissed off now. I'm mad. So I want to cause havoc. I want to haunt people. Not understanding you're working at a lower vibration now. You're not here to scare people. You're not here to. This is why ghosts exist. This is why spirits exist. Because these are the people. There are good ghosts. There are bad ghosts. But a lot of times you gotta understand you have to come to terms with death. We all die. But it doesn't matter, because when you reincarnate, God's giving you a chance to, even your guardian angels, we all have guardian angels. I have guardian angels right here. You're not able to see them. I'm not able to see them. But I can feel them. I can talk to them. I have spoken to my guardian angels before too. We all have them. We were all placed with guardian angels before. And I understand a lot of y'all are going to be like, well, I can't see them. Well, you had to honestly get to know them. You had to want to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? Either way, they protect you all your life. And know that when you have came to terms with that, the fact that you died, right? Understand that you are able to gain that knowledge from your guardian angels, from your ancestors, and from God in the afterlife, because you want to do better. You know that, okay, I did this, I did that. And so now they give you all this knowledge. And mind you, you're dead, right? You get all this knowledge. But understand that you can still pop up in somebody's dreams. You can still let them know that you're okay, you're doing good. And then understand that you're able to come back to Earth and to, whatever avatar you choose or you're liking. Now, if you really are determined to get to heaven, get to the higher frequencies, this next life you are reincarnated for will lead you to that. Because you face death. You experience that. We all have past lives. I've had past lives. And so for me, I know death. I don't fear it. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. And of course, within social media, within life, death is portrayed as bad. That's why we cry and all that, because they're not physically here. Not knowing that if you lived a good life, you lived your life for God, you live your life for great and a higher purpose. You enlighten people. You help as many people as you could follow God's word, right? This is where you go into the higher frequencies now. So we're not talking about the purgatory or low levels, right? So let's say if you know you did good in your life and you die, you get killed, whatever, right? Understand that now you reach a higher frequency. Your actual spiritual journey starts. Who you really are will begin. This shell, this shit going bye-bye. That's just in the coffin, baby, 6 feet under. Now you get to live. You get to actually live. You get to be with people who think just like you. You guys are all beautiful, no matter. There is no fat. There is no skinny. We're all young. We're all beautiful. We all get to live our life, live our journey. We get to go up into the higher frequencies, because I understand heaven is the highest frequency. I understand hell is the lowest frequency. You know what I'm saying? Hell and heaven are not a place. Like, we don't, how people say, oh, when you die, you know this, you're going to go to hell. Or when you do this, you're going to go to heaven. First of all, stop believing everything you see and everything you hear. Do the research yourself. Because understand that when it comes to heaven and hell, there's levels to this shit. Many rappers, many artists say there is levels to this shit. If you walking around Earth, you're miserable, you're mad, you're judging people, you're greedy, you lust, you know what I'm saying, you fornicate, you gluttony, all this shit that's not good for you. You're walking around killing people. Like, you're just doing crazy shit. Don't just sit here and think like, no, you got to start at the lowest frequency too, because you operate at that negative frequency your whole life. Mind you, we have none but ample time. Time doesn't even exist. Understand, these higher frequencies, centuries felt like seconds to our angels, to our ancestors. Time does not exist. So therefore, you got to understand that you guys need to literally open up, talk to God, do the research, and know that you guys are destined to make it to the highest frequency. As above, so below. And understand there's levels to making it to heaven. That's exactly why it is very rare for people to make it to heaven, because they won't do the work on earth. And a lot of us had to come to terms with death, and we fear it to where we don't know what to do. So we just stay in purgatory. We stay with the other spirits who are lost and hurt and live in sorrow. And we just want people to know that, oh, we're dead, please acknowledge me. But not knowing death is a beautiful thing. That's not your real family. Your real family is up there, where you really came from. You're here for a mission. My mission is here. My mission is to help enlighten you guys. Understand that, like, death is very beautiful. It's a blessing, because you're here to help people. You're gone. This is your mission. Your mission is to take care of your people, enlighten them through God, and get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You got a one-way ticket to the highest frequency, baby. Understand that. Death is inevitable. We can't avoid it. You're going to die. I'm going to die. There's nothing to fear. And when it comes to hell, at that frequency, there are different levels of hell, 7 deadly sins. Look up Dante's Inferno, all that stuff. There are shows and movies that tell you. But understand that too, hell's nothing to play with. That shit nothing to play with. And understand that Satan's job is to stray as many people away from God as possible. So this is the fact that if you're too comfortable in life, if you don't do the research, you just living in sin and you not acknowledge it, when you die, what you think gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? There is no, oh, I didn't know, oh, please let me give you a chance. Like, you got to do it now. You have time now. However old you are, you have time. You know what I'm saying? It does not exist, but if you do believe in time, understand that all the ages you've grown up to, you're still here, right? So you're able to do the work. When it comes to the highest frequencies, get into heaven, be good, operate at love, peace, and harmony, operate at who you really are. Understand that your loved ones, they're not gone. They can still see you. If they did good in their life, they're going to always be with you. They can still watch you. They can still protect you, still guide you. Understand, still a war going on. And your loved ones, they're not going to let you come in between these demons. They're still going to love you. They're going to take care of you, because at the end of the day, we're all family. Understand that we are all family. Doesn't matter what race, what ethnicity. We're all family. We're all part of one family under God. And that's the blessed thing. That's the best thing of all. We're all under God. We're all family. We're all one. And so when you do die, your soul will leave this body. So don't sit here and try to adore, oh man, what's going to happen to me, this and that. Understand that you are a soul. You are way more than what you see. You see this brown skin on me. You see my head, this and that, the lip. It does not matter. You are here for a temporary time. You are here for a human experience, because what you do in this lifetime, what you do in the living, will reflect in the afterlife. So whatever you did in the now matters in the future. That's why y'all have to stop living for the now, live for the future, because your actions, everything you did for this test. Think of life as a test, right? This is the biggest test you will have to face. This is the hardest test ever. Yeah, I hear you, baby. Yes, sir. You should have wind blowing on me. I hear you, baby. I hear you, guy. I hear you. They gonna listen. So, it's the biggest test. You know, it's the best test, because either you pass or you fail, and you don't want to fail. You don't want to fail, but you're not going to. And this is why I'm here doing these YouTube videos, to help you guys out. I don't want you guys to be led astray. I don't want y'all to be blind. You know, always understand too. There are other beings out there, other souls out there who are pure evil. They want nothing to do with God. You know, they want to keep you away from God's light. That's why you have to understand you need to operate at love, peace, and harmony, so you can avoid these things. Keep the distractions away from you in real life. Keep your circle small. Keep your people close to you that love you and care for you and respect your morals and values. Keep educating yourself. Keep being in the sun. Keep taking care of your body. keep raising your consciousness, keep raising your vibration. You know, just keep being who you're destined to be. You're meant for this. You're meant for this lifestyle. You're meant for great, wonderful things, and I know you are. So hopefully this video helps you guys in like 15 minutes in a nutshell. Understand that death is beautiful. We're all gonna die someday. Our ancestors did it, they went through the most. But understand the higher frequencies you go to, the more blessings you will receive. So, you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. I love y'all. Take care of yourself, man. D-Who's gone.